Alright guys, welcome to the live stream. We'll go ahead and switch over. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright. And what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to be playing as Syria. So Syria, we've been living under a rock for the last 48 hours. The government of Syria basically just completely collapsed, and we have no government right now in Syria. It's essentially, it's still a war zone. I believe there's still fighting occurring right now. Currently, the Israelis are occupying. Music's too loud. Hang on. Okay, that should be better. Is that better for y'all? Music is too loud. Okay, that's better. Okay, I'll turn it down just a tiny bit more. There we go. Very low voice. We got a lot of stuff going on, huh? Okay. Is that better? Still can't hear you very well. Hang on. Okay. That should be better. Aha, there we go. Yeah, my microphone is like giving me a lot of issues recently. I might have to get a new one because I like the current one that I have. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. Ooh, look, a civilian airliner. Okay, so audio quality. Yeah, I know. It's always the beginning of the streams that are always the funniest parts because they always have issues, don't they? So anyway, going back to my intro, what's up guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today we're going to be playing as the Syrian Republic, otherwise known as, soon to be known as the Second Syrian Republic. So what we have currently, if you've been living under a rock for the last 48 to 72 hours, the government of Syria, the Bashar al-Assad regime, totally collapsed. This was a incident that no one could have predicted even a year ago, even 6 months ago. You couldn't have predicted this. What we are seeing is a total change in the dynamic, the geopolitical dynamic of the Middle East. Bashar al-Assad was a part of a group of leaders that were prevalently active in the mid-2000s, in the 2010s, all across the 2010s. People like Muammar al-Gaddafi of Libya, Saddam Hussein of Iraq, the Khomeinis of Iran, the Taliban of Afghanistan. I mean, the Vladimir Putin is probably one of the last one of these kinds of leaders. That these people were prevalent in how active they were in the geopolitical space. So I have, in fact, been living under a rock for the last 48 to 72 hours. That is insane. Yes. So what we saw about a week ago, just kind of like to recap, about a week ago, the city of Aleppo, which has been under siege for years, we're talking years, totally fell apart. Just these people just walked in. They launched a massive offensive. They signed a ceasefire back in like 2021, and they just took it. And then they started moving south. They moved into Safira. They moved into Homs. They moved into Palmyra. They didn't take Tartus or Latakia, but they just kept going and going and going. And I think it was about 72 hours ago, about 2 to 3 days ago. Yeah, it was about 2 days ago. They just walked. And we're not even saying like they battled their way into Damascus. They walked in. The Syrian army just fell apart. No one wanted to fight. And so this basically proves my point about Afghanistan. And you're seeing this from propaganda accounts that support the Russian military invasion of Ukraine, that you're seeing these people, why didn't Russia do anything? Why didn't they do anything? Why didn't they just like fight back? And then their response is, why is the Russian military going to put lives on the line for a military that doesn't want to fight? It's the same thing about Afghanistan. That's what happened in Afghanistan. Why was the US military going to put lives on the line for a military that didn't want to fight? So essentially, what the US saw in Afghanistan several years ago, Russia just saw in Syria. The loss of a moderate ally that doesn't really put a lot of benefit to yourself except for geopolitical strategy. That is exactly what just happened in Syria. Now the thing about it is that there is a guy that is a part of this new government that's about to form, and he leads the group HTS. Give me 1 second. HTS, which is Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, which is led by a guy. Give me 1 second. His name is Abu Muhammad al-Golani. And this guy, or al-Holani or al-Julani, basically this guy used to be a part of ISIS. So he was a part of a group called al-Nusra, which was disbanded. Yeah, they disbanded. They were a Salafi jihadist group. And then he was actually a part of the ISI, or Islamic State of Iraq, which was very prevalent during the later stages of the Iraq War. And then he was also a part of Al-Qaeda until 2016. And then he became a part of HTS. And then, at the same time, he was also the leader of the Syrian Salvation Government, or basically like the new government that's about to come in. And so this complicated thing of that you're seeing a lot of people that defend Bashar al-Assad, and this is things that I'm seeing from people that are more defensive about the former Syrian government, about the Assad regime, is that, oh, you're just supporting Al-Qaeda, oh, you're just supporting this, or you're just supporting that. Like, how would you feel if it was a former KKK member that came into your government? So it's kind of like, it's this very complicated idea of what this new government is going to look like. Is the group that took over, is that group ISIS? No, it's not. It's the leader is a guy that was a part of these groups. However, he has supposedly moderated himself, and and this is what's really getting me. You're seeing a lot of right-wing propaganda from people that are more defensive about the Assad regime, that the Christians are about to be massacred because of this new group. And that's what's really getting me, is just like, you're worried about the Christians in Syria, but you're not worried about finally ending the war in Syria that has killed 600,000 people over the course of nearly 15 years. A decade and a half of constant war that this region will not recover from for decades. For decades, possibly even a century. We're talking years. We have no idea what's about to play out. We have no idea. But your only concern is about Christians, specifically only Christians. And people wonder why, and you wonder why, no one takes you seriously. No one wants to listen to you because all you worry about is yourself or your specific little group. And I'm saying that the Christians, yes, obviously, should not be persecuted, massacred, anything like that. But why are you so concerned about only the Christians whenever we're finally reaching the late stages, the final stages of a devastating conflict that has massacred 600,000 people, and you're saying that it's better that a guy who has verifiably used chemical weapons against his own people, and you say that it's going to be better that they just stay. So I don't understand where this energy is. Why do you believe that, like, it's like whenever people like support Saddam Hussein and say like, oh yeah, he's the one that kept the peace in Iraq. That's why it fell apart whenever we went in, because he always kept the peace. Yes, he did keep the peace, but he kept that peace through brutal means. Brutal. We're talking massacring the Kurds, verifiably using chemical weapons against Kurds. But at least he protected the Christians. Okay, I'll be right back. PG, what are you going to do for the economy? We're going to be subsidizing. We're going to be going through putting in subsidies, because I already actually had a small discussion with Pericles, and I told him about like what I've been suffering with the economy. So yeah, I'm going to shut up about the Syrian government unless it comes up again. But what we're suffering right now is a massive recession. We're talking that my GDP was nearly about $10 trillion, or $10 billion at the beginning of the game. We went up to about 20% growth. And then shot right back down. We suffered nearly 20%. Over the last couple of months, I have been getting this to increase from about 20% in March, and we're at about 14% in May. Why do you not stream often? I'm currently working, and so my hours are 11 to 8, and I'm off on certain days. And whenever I'm off on those days, I do like to spend time with my significant other. So it's more so I just haven't had the time or scheduling to, you know, properly stream. Initial shortage imminent. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. We're gonna buy them off the black market. We don't have enough time, or you should focus on agro exports to Turkey. Should I get rid of conscription? South Korea moment. Yeah, it's also an issue of education. Okay, so I have a 2%. We have about $200 million that we can push around, because productivity is heavily... yeah, we would have to seriously raise money. I even released some Christians from the prisons. Yeah, and lots of other news coming around about what was going on in those prisons. Sell oil. I don't think Syria is an oil-producing nation. The place is real bad news. I haven't looked into the actual parliament, cabinet. Oh yeah, Homeland Security guy just dropped out. So as for like things that have occurred, So this is all the stuff that I have proposed. So we got rid of the personality cult. All of the personality cults proposed on, so determine the legality of the state with regards to political parties. So we freed up the political system. And then determined the balance of power between the state and the Department of Justice. So we proposed that, and I think that we have it on the second highest, the second freest, where the judges are still appointed by the state, or I may have actually like freed up the entire department. And then we did propose the criticism of the state, criticism of religion, and censoring depictions of violence. And then so we put this into, I don't know why these were part of the Economic Revitalization Act. But we also proposed these into the changing the system for electing the head of state, changing the term limits of the head of state, and then authorizing the use of referendums. And then so all of this was put into one package, and it was passed. At the same time, we also did hold new elections for the parliament to make it a little bit more representative, and I also changed my party. So we went from the it was a communist, like left-wing party, all the way over to a center-right Syrian Republics Union for Convergence, and then we have the Syrian Republics Union of Independence, and then the Union of the Democratic Right. So we have one right-wing party, well, two right-wing parties, and then a left-wing party. And I also did go over here. They're going to be in the terrorist groups. I also did ban the Republic's Revolutionary League. So this was the guy that, or the party of Bashar al-Assad. So as soon as I came in, I also did ban that party from being participating in the political system. Lots of controversy over that. A lot of people would be telling me, "Oh, you're claiming to be a democracy, but you're banning these parties. You're not a democracy." But even the game tells me, ban multi-party system is the basis of democracy. The prohibition of a party is a serious act that can have serious consequences, except if the motivation behind this prohibition is the party is clearly responsible for an increasing security or undermining democracy. All right, and then you just left a civil war. Interest rates should probably be into double digits. Which you are right. You are right. We only are at 18%. 8%. So we're going to increase it. We're going to max it out. And then go over here, Secret Services, terrorist, exterior, interior, view conspiracies. Criticizing a party on Twitter X is funny. And then we also have the National Media Freedom Act. So what this did is that we go over here, go to media, and so we had the level of freedom of information went to freedom of expression and determined privatization for TV channels. We have this at a mixed public and private system instead of all of the channels being public. So what I thought was cool, actually, whenever I go over to the service sector and you go over to streaming and TV channels, you go over to nationalize or privatize, it does not let you do this because this legislation depends on the ministry responsible for the media. So instead of, having it's connected to that specific law about the privatization or nationalization of the media channels. So what we are going to do is that we are going to give them a $50 million grant in order to continue to grow, because all of our economic sectors really need as much help as they can right now. So we're also going to give subsidies to telecom operators. We're going to give a $100 million, you know what, actually no. We'll give them $20 million. And then we need to give it to someone who seriously needs it. Be a democracy, bans anti-democratic opposition, gets called anti-democracy, my face win. Holdings, finance. Attraction parks, banks, fast food. Let's give $1 million to the films industry and see what happens. I like how we're still making 0 sales, except we're making $15,000 in profits. Internet services. Urban transportation. $30 million. Syria into space win. Ooh, clothing industry could actually be very profitable. $50 million. Syrian space program just got out of a brutal civil war and immediately starts to send stuff into space. Cheating makes the game boring. I know, right? Which, yeah, thank you for reminding me, actually. Let's go ahead and start this giveaway for God and Spy. So I do have about 5 codes to give away for God and Spy. So we're going to go to Nightbot. Features. Can I log in? There you are. Oh, yeah, we have to legislate a lot about women. Nah, we can wait. I'm just kidding. All right, women. Checks on gender equality in workplace. Let's go ahead and give that some more financing. Okay, we can wait. Fight against sexual violence? Yes. Yes, let's go ahead and max that out. And education policy on gender equality, we'll give that just a tiny bit. Oh man, this is really pissing off the right-wingers in the United States. See, they're just doing it for wokeism. All right. We're going to do this in a massive reform. Specific criminalization on street harassment. So this will not allow me to put it to a reform. Okay, so we're going to start it off. Abolishing male dominance of women. Determine legislation on prostitution, contraception. We're gonna keep it there actually. Okay, so this one will let me put into a reform, but anyway, we'll just do it. Let's see what Parliament's position is and what I like how Jesus Christ, come on. This patriarchal system requires women of legal age to ask permission from a male authority figure, which is her husband, father, brother, uncle, to perform certain essential acts such as getting married, getting divorced, traveling, working, opening a bank account, or seeing a doctor. All right, and then specific criminalization of street harassment. And I would say determine legislation on abortion. I think it is way too early to change that. But yeah, Syria is a very conservative country, so I would say very much wait. Why am I getting a negative response from feminism? This is like the most feminist a Middle Eastern country has ever been. Okay, so keyword. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to tell you guys this first. So this is a God in Spy giveaway. I have 5 codes to give away. Thing about it is, you have to have the game in order to do it. To get this giveaway, you have to have the game. I'm not going to give this code away to someone that does not have the game. So, first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to get a link to the Discord. Invites. We're going to pin that. Go ahead and join that Discord if you have not. And what we're going to do is that do not spam this, because if you do spam it, you will be removed from it automatically. Say the word spy once. And then, once you say spy, you will be automatically eligible for this giveaway. Don't spam it, because if you spam it, you will be removed. Not from the stream, but like from the giveaway. It'll automatically, if you spam it like more than several times, then it'll automatically remove you. So just say the word spy once. What if you say cocaine? I wish we could be. I wish we were able to legalize that in the game. Say it where? Where else? Where are you typing right now? No, I'm saying in the YouTube chat. In the chat. Bro, they're like y'all are like spamming spy in there, and everyone's like, what the hell are you doing? Quality of this good is that you wish to sell is too much for Turkish needs. Oh yeah, the other thing that I did do is that I did break off relations with Iran and Russia. Economic Cooperation Organization, CSTO, East African Community. Who else? EU, UN. GPS gameplay, but you do nothing and just tweet all day. Am I not a member? Oh, no. Yeah. I am. There's this little screen right here. I forgot. Sanctions, none. Should I also ask the IMF or the WB for a loan? I want to ask for like a $20 billion loan, bruh. Except, Gabe, you're the expert here. How much do I ask for? In millions. I can ask for... The purpose of the IMF fund is to foster global monetary cooperation, secure financial stability, facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth, and reduce poverty. More specifically, it can give development loans to help reconstruction of countries in the event of national catastrophe. No loans, cut spending, make your institutions more democratic for more money from the IMF. Well, I am actually very... Once passed, the funding is immediately paid out to the countries, include their annual revenue, which will automatically reduce their budgetary deficit. The loan in itself will begin to be paid back, which will simultaneously increase the debt service and thus the budgetary deficit, but to a lesser degree. At the beginning of the year, the country will no longer receive this additional revenue, and the country will experience a sudden change in our budgetary deficit. In the meantime, the country will be able to use these funds for additional funding. These additional funds for funding new popular measures, for example. My idea is if you get an IMF loan, you should use the money to either develop the country or pay off excessive debt. Okay. Well, we'll let that cook in the oven before... Triple M, how are you? Do we have any ports? Oh, shoot. I forgot that we needed to buy missiles. Army, NBC, contact the black market. Purchase. Aircraft carrier, cannons, drones. 5. Jesus. $5 billion missile launch. Missiles. All right, 250 missiles. $639.
Sent to the press, the terrorist organization has claimed
I know contracts. I don't think it needs to be contracts. It needs that like we need like a steady stream of that we can devote money to increase or decrease the amount of money, the increase or decrease the amount of like resources that are being pumped into our weapons production. I don't think it should be solely through contracts. I know Israel is one country that I really want to start building better relations with. So we're strategic, -47, economic 3. I wish we could ask certain countries for loans. -47, -3. Attack Russia. We already actually did request Russia to leave our territory, and they did comply. A non-aggression pact with Russia, Israel, Turkey. Israel, Iraq, and Turkey. Immigration, illegal immigrants. Most of them are coming from Somalia. Maximizing stability in the region over rhetoric and benefiting economic growth for Syria. Ugh. It might have been the higher interest rates that are making my recession. There might be a correlation there. I'm going to lower interest rates to damn near low. The Russians actually accepted it. Okay, we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch what my GDP does. Come on.
We are going to fire on targets in this country and fire.
I love the artillery in the game, honestly. We are rebuilding cities as well. Come on. If this is the reason why my economy has been in recession for the last few months, it's going to be really funny because that means interest rates are hilariously stronger now. I want to retake these cities, but I also don't want to start a massive war with the Kurds that we can't really afford right now. So I'm kind of just wanting the Kurds to just kind of like be left alone until we can really start to figure something out for them. Because I'm thinking about just giving them an independence referendum, like right up here, and just giving that to the Kurds, and then giving the rest of this to myself. Doesn't look like lowering interest rates did anything. Well, it actually dropped from 21 to 18. Try to legalize their party. How do I legalize their party? Yeah, but I'm not also not at war with them. Or I can just, like, shell them once and then give them... make that treaty with them. But then use God and Spy to do it, because I'm going to have to restart this gameplay anyway, because there's an update coming out this week. Propose a peace treaty. Yeah. I am going to launch an airstrike against one camp, and then I'm going to use God and Spy. Save. Yeah, save first. Independence makes more sense, and you can focus on other things for Syria. Yeah. I'll make them a political party. Because what I'm going to do is I'm also going to start the process of like, after this next update, I'm going to start the process of a new series, and we're going to be playing as Syria. All right. One single missile. Hopefully this doesn't kill anyone.
We are going to start firing on top.
Okay, didn't kill anyone. right, and then God and Spy, terminate as winner. Military operations, propose a peace treaty. Kurdish. New state is created with regions controlled by the rebel group. Make a televised statement to boost their morale. Propose a peace treaty. Why is there not any other option? Why can't I normalize it with them? Ask for help in fighting. Propose a peace treaty. Choice a military strategy. Wow, 2,000. Oh, wait. Those are Kurds. Maybe you can legalize weed and then you can have the peace talks. I know we are gonna legalize weed. Oh my Jesus Christ! I just realized when you legalize weed and you have a massive weed industry. I did this as Morocco once, and Jesus Christ, they just blew the hell up. Illegal alcohol. Anyway, let's choose a winner for the first God and Spy. All right, Kevin Roos, good friend of mine. Congratulations, Kevin. All right. Since it's not going to let me normalize it, I'm just going to go ahead and God and Spy it, and we're going to have us win. And just because we're also going to end the war against the Jihadist Caliphate. What? Huh? Bro, I think I just had this. Did I just make the Jihadist Caliphate win? Jihadist. Oh, I'm. Jesus Christ. Seriously? I just clicked the Jihadist Caliphate. Bro, no. No. I swear to God. I swear to God. This and you leaving the WTO as Russia will be peak channel moments. Well, I just found another clip that I can make. Well, at least I know I'll have one video to make after this. It's gonna be the no, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. No. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Eversim quality content 30. Let me tell you, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Be like AMN and become a member of the channel and be able to use that emoji whenever I do dumbass shit. In the end, you had the "Are we the baddies" sketch. Okay. Alright. Another airstrike and we'll just end the war. And we're gonna make sure that we click the correct.
We are going to.
It loaded, by the way, in case you fell asleep waiting for it. Not us flying over Iraqi airspace. Okay. Look, terminate conflict as winner. Syrian Republic. Alright. Same thing here. Wow. Let's look. Syrian Republic. Jihadist Caliphate. God and Spy. Terminate conflict as winner. This is why I got confused, because it was on the bottom. Syrian Republic. You all see it. Okay. Alright, let's see if there's a massive economy boost here. I am from Serbia. I am returned, man. Are your cities still red? Give it a second. You see a newspaper pop up and then it'll go away. Currency. Inflation's going up. What is your opinion on about Syria? I think it's great. I think it's great what happened. Half a percent increase in our population. That's great. Incidents at the borders. Extremely confusing because of the continuous wave of people who are trying to flee from our territory. We have attempted to curb this, but the runaways are to either get out by force or avoid customs, which multiplies the number of serious border incidents with their neighbors. Our industrial GDP is going up, actually. Assad is dining with Yanukovych right now. Ha. Syrian Republic Kurdish arrested in presidential palace's district. Apartment located in the house near there. They're trying to carry out a bomb attack inside the presidential palace. Thanks to the extreme vigilance of our services, we were able to intercept them in time. The right-hand man of Kurdish resistance leader was killed. Again, if you guys are interested in getting the God and Spy DLC, again, you must have the you must have the game in order to do this. Say the word spy in the chat. Go ahead and do that, and you will be eligible. If you have already said it before, don't say it again because you will be removed. We'll soon have a village for dictators and autocrats outside of Moscow. Hey, what's up? It's probably weapons going to Ukraine. Are trade deals still available? Yes, I just have not signed them. We're going to go ahead and send another offer to Turkey. It's like really cold. It's like really cold, except like I have a heater going on in my room. Sales contract. Me winning both the game and GNS, I know, right? I guess we can do some natural gas. Or 15. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The city was the target of a chemical attack. Deaths are too many. This is a real nightmare. It would seem that the attack was airborne. I'll keep you informed if I receive any other information.
476 people have died and 1,200 are wounded after a massive gas attack in the Idlib province. This was right on the border with Turkey. What do you think of Trump's defense secretary pick? I think he's trash. I think a lot of his picks are trash, honestly. $274 sale price. Jesus, really trying to undercut us. How many police officers do you have? We have 376,000, and we are on our way to 507,000. We actually maxed out, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to hire anymore. I'm going to save this, and then we're going to reduce the numbers. Unemployment really low for a country that's been through civil war. Create an alliance with Lebanon, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia and take Israel. Bruh. Hasn't the region seen enough war already? Any industrialization plans? I don't really have any plans for industrialization until we can get our funding back into education. Education is hilariously connected to industry, and that's probably why I'm seeing a drop right now in production in terms of the secondary and tertiary sector. Actually, I'm going to ask Pericles that right now. What is that typing? That's me. It's my keyboard. It's my Logitech G something. I guess my microphone is too loud. Negotiation 318. What did I put it at before? 318, 355. It was like... Alright, 330, I guess. No. Come on. We'll accept it. How many places of high learning do you have? Do you have any plans to fix your employment problem? Yeah, that's actually what I was doing. That's why I saved it. Year 1 rebuilding priority. Okay, 307. Let's drop this down to 350. Wild Strike and Al Bukama. Oh yeah, we didn't we haven't changed any of the union association religious laws. State control forbids sects. Religions. State power. Should we keep it as special status reference to the Constitution? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna say that. Or I'm not gonna go for a totally secular government. Religious freedom is already there. Okay, so associations. Have you ever played Hoi 4? Of course. It's building a bunch of maternity clinics in GPS 5. Increase your birth rate by crazy amounts. It should increase your your birth rate, but I don't know by how much. Right to Assemble Act. Could you make Syria the serial capital of the world? Yes, of course. Regulate the right to strike. Strike is a collective action. Limited and monitored. Seriously? Labor unions' rights recognized and implemented. Should I tolerate, or should I just like flat out recognize everything? Seriously. Regulate the right to strike. Rights to strike act. Yeah, because just tolerate them. Yeah, because my thinking is that Syria can't afford anything along a massive labor dispute because of what the companies are doing. So my thinking is that like in order to protect the Syrian economy and to ensure that rebuilding can progress while under close human rights adherence, then we need to allow these unions to be able to be formed. However, we can't allow them to freely express themselves until the future is secured. Bill for Trade Union Freedom. There aren't 36 ways to rule a country, Mr. President. The hard way is only that enables you to preserve power in the long run. You should play it quickly, because if you don't, you might lose the whole thing. I don't like how these guys, whenever you start to go for a democracy, they really start to kind of like press on you and say, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, look, my GDP is actually going up. Okay, so we're at 12%. That's good. Come back to your senses. Okay, we have to make the military happy.
You know me. Useless talk is not my graft.
Another gas attack? Seriously?
The city was the target.
How many this time? 410, okay. We're gonna have to have a really big crackdown on terrorism now. So just the draft duration be decreased to free up people for the economy. Or I could just get rid of it altogether and just go to a professional army. Free up $20 million. Oh, look, a civilian airliner. The death of public service.
Eradicated public service. Your recent sell-off has exaggerated the state's total divestiture vis-a-vis these services, which have always ensured a certain image of quality. You'll see, the private sector doesn't care about anything but profitability, which will lead to a major upheaval. The vote was held.
All right, let's see what kind of people we're dealing with now. Secret Services. Fight against terrorism. 199, Jesus. No. 2 stars, $34 million. Yeah, we can do that. Interior, exterior terrorists. Okay. I'm also going to hold another giveaway right now. Choose a winner. The Gaming BMO. Congratulations. You are now the next winner of the God and Spy DLC. If you have the game. If you have the game. If you do not, just let me know. I like that initial reaction y'all have whenever it comes to winning giveaways. Yes, please message me on Discord, and then I'll be able to get you that code. Next loan. $338 million. That's to us. I'm assuming, yeah. I'm surprised we even have the money to borrow to ourselves. How would I redeem it if it's not on Steam? It is on Steam, unfortunately. We're gonna pay off the World Bank. Gonna see the new Venom movie. Hell yeah. $268 million. We literally have enough money to pay off our entire debt to ourselves. Oh, next loan. No. Never mind. We have $1 billion to ourselves. We have enough money to pay off most of Canada. I'm gonna pay off India because we owe them. How much money are we getting in interest? Okay, we'll pay off ourselves. %33 inflation, yeah. Which is interesting because is this because of the negative growth rate? Our GDP is rebounding. Okay. Okay, for those that are still eligible to join this giveaway, say SPY in the chat. Only if you have the game. Another gas attack, I swear to God, dude. Trade unions are responsible for including business development in their activities. In this way, all union Delegates hours credits are eliminated. These credits are no longer paid in the meetings, in view of the fact that this time represents a lack of profit for the businesses and therefore all the employees. Why is there a Hezbollah camp inside of my country?
We have strong suspicion that this will...
What did he say? Total jihad. File, under surveillance, browse and chat outs, proceed with the rest. I'm really confused as to why Hezbollah just formed. Hezbollah is forming bases all over the Middle East.
We're going to start firing on...
I guess we're at war with Hezbollah.
We're going to violate this country's airspace.
I guess what we can do. What is this? We're gonna put some artillery on the border. Well, number one, yeah, we're gonna put some anti-aircraft defense. And then we're gonna put some rank 2 artillery on the border with Lebanon, and we're gonna start shelling Hezbollah. God, I hate this 2359 freeze. Open embassy with Lebanon.
We are going to violate this country. We are going to.
Open embassy with Lebanon and go in a joint operation. Well, I would have to wait for Lebanon. Oh, they are at war. Main conflicts. Provide military aid to a country in its war against a terrorist organization. Bombardment. Yep, I can actually. Total Jihad's dismantlement.
In our investigation after the arrest of the head of the organization, we have uncovered the chain of command and have dismantled the
Let's go.
My dear co-citizens, the actions of this terrorist organization are multiplying on military ground and represent a threat to international stability. Not reacting would be a serious error. I have, in conscience, therefore, decided to declare war on it. Our men will get into battle formation without delay.
My growth is just all over the place right now. Don't fight each other. Please don't fight each other. Imagine the Wikipedia articles about this Syrian intervention and the Lebanese civil war or something like 39, strategic 17. Yeah, barely. Once the war ends, it's just going to go back. I guess what we can do by story is that we can pin the recent gas attacks against our people, the thousands of people that have already died due to massive terrorist attacks, then we can just pin that and say that it was Hezbollah. I got distracted for a minute and you invaded Lebanon. Well, we're not invading Lebanon, we're launching a war against Hezbollah. Bro walks away for 5 seconds and then I'm already invading another country. I do like the idea of launching an intervention against Hezbollah. All right. As our war intensifies, go ahead and do pick another winner. Ori Lander. Ori Lander, you still in the chat?
This organization is preparing to carry out an attack in the next few hours.
Okay, give me 1 second. Kurds, file. Ordered explosive devices, proceed with an arrest. Ori Lander, are you still there? Is your game slightly laggy? Slightly? Haha. Try. Did they get rid of my artillery? $168 casualties. Your game plays really smooth, not really. Like, it's really laggy, and then at 23:59 it stops. Cannons. Ah, they disappeared. Yeah, we lost those artillery. We have to focus more on artillery rather than missiles, because if we keep using missiles, then attempted assassination. Okay, Ori Lander's not saying anything, so we're gonna roll again, and we do have 89 Sim Farm. 89 Sim Farm, are you there? You know, this is the first game where, like, I haven't touched taxes in nearly a year. $91 million. Okay, let's see what the people think. People don't like it, but we need money. All right. I'm running out of people to draw for this giveaway. If you have GPS 5, say spy in the chat. $200 total casualties since the beginning of the conflict.
We are paying a very heavy tribute to this conflict. The people are not in favor of our military intervention, and so the death of soldiers is even more poorly perceived.
Okay, so we're seriously making really good strides against these terrorist groups right now. Legislation, secret services. Okay. Wave, are you still in the chat? Do you have GPS 5? Who the hell is giving Ukraine these weapons? Imagine Saudi Arabia is giving them the weapons. Saudi Arabian intervention in the Ukraine-Russia war.
Following our
Sorry, what? What do you mean? Damn. Friends from the Middle East, yes.
The bill has been voted on.
Come on. Who's the president of the United States right now? Ah. Agent dies on mission. Jesus. gonna build 3 oil wells out here. Oh, I guess we'll build that one. Only 95,000 tow. 226,000, oh. That'll be done in 40 days. How's the immigration rate? I think your depression is due to everyone leaving. Immigration. It's a positive 45. That's the confusing thing. I am clicked on Syria. Okay. 4 million. Yeah, 4 million immigrants to 2 million immigrants. My illegal immigrants went from 196,000 to 1.4 million now. My immigrants went from 1.1 million to 3.5 million. So I'm confused as to why that would be, because my immigration rate is the highest in the world. No other country is matching mine except apparently for Kenya. How's Kenya doing? Economically speaking. 0.39. Yeah, people coming in, but again, immigrants, 45%, immigration rate is 45 out of 1,000. If people were leaving in droves, it would say this. It would say negative. And also would not have any illegal immigrants at all. And most of them are from Somalia for some reason. Got about a month, and then that thing will be finished. Come on, man. I think what I can do is that I need to just grow. Like, once I can really start to, like, get the economy to grow, and I guess we're gonna have to do this off of oil. Because once one of the... I think I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna call the stream after this oil well is done. And I'm gonna have to cancel this one and rebuild it for higher manpower. Oil is really gonna help us get out of our growth deficit. But what I'm afraid of is overstimulating it. So whenever, you know, I need to do it like 1 or 2 at a time instead of, you know, the way I'd usually do it. I do it like 10 at a time. What I'm worried about is overgrowing and then getting this to like 15 billion, 20 billion in a matter of like 5 minutes. Employees, 73% of negotiations resulted in a positive change for the workers, and the demands in terms of contracts, salaries, and schedules were accepted by the union. This is a success. So workers' rights are starting to be protected in the Syrian Republic. $589 Syrian casualties since the beginning of the conflict. Not everyone is too keen on us being in this war because of the recent atrocities that Syria just overcame. %, that's good. $15 days left. We'll see what this does to our economy. Syria EU pipeline when, lads? Okay, so we're having some good growth coming back, at least in terms of the budget excess. What I need to do is that I need to start reinvesting this in education. If this thing is willing to not freeze. Come on, man. There we go. Ah, the Chinese just discovered the nuclear fusion plant and nuclear SMR. Maybe we can buy some nuclear SMR from the Chinese, honestly. No, I wouldn't waste my money on that right now, mainly because energy just does not matter right now. Okay. So we're going to do literacy aids. How much money can we even spend? About $200 million in teacher training. 137 million. I need like $1 billion surplus. That way I can slap $1 billion into here. Okay, we're gonna invest $371 million into a Al-Raqqa, Eastern Aleppo, Northwest. What region is Damascus in? Damascus. Why can't I see Damascus? I guess we'll hold off on university centering. Oh, there is a cancel construction button. $12 days. 400,000 people just got regularized. $600 casualties now. I'm glad God and Spy is back because I really like to look at the information. Not so I can cheat, but just that way I can see. Massive immigration, the situation is tense. See, this is what I'm talking about, is like, it's not the people leaving, it's people coming in. And usually I assume that this is people coming in as return. According to the police, hundreds enter the national territory every day. People are leaving in droves, but then are coming back in droves. Three days. Let's see what the immediate effects to my economy are, and I'm also going to build another one. All right, it's done. Now we just wait for some production. Is anyone still there? Anyone out there? Anyone still in the chat? Target of the attacks. An armed group devastated. Republic Union consumed all valuable equipment before setting the premises on fire. The firemen succeeded in containing the fire after 3 hours of continuous battle, but the place was completely destroyed. Jesus. It was our political party center. Is the economy better in GPS 5 than GPS 4? It's a little more complicated and it needs to be refined. Really? It needs to be refined a lot. And that's why it's going to be a little while before I even make the script to Economic Tutorial 4.0. All right. Growth is going down to negative 10% now compared to the negative 15 beforehand. Good. %9 now. What about inflation? 34%, stagnating, kind of going down, but not too much. We're going to keep the interest rates low. Anyone working? No. How many people? Manpower 56,081. Jesus Christ, that's probably why. I knew the clothing sector was going to be quite profitable. Trade balance 7 to 4, but our profits went up to negative 10 million to 32 million. Okay, and we're gonna release the exoneration.
In a statement sent to
Is your growth fixed now? Not really. It is trending upwards though, trending upwards now. We are textbook definition in a recession. It's just a matter of how we recover ourselves from this recession. Lisa Nagaib. And massive protests all across the nation. Government's international policy. They did this whenever I broke off relations with Iran and Russia. Before we go, let's request a non-aggression pact with Iran. Lisa Nagaib. It could have been the interest rates. And protests across Israel and Syria. Uh-oh. I think this game's cooked. Let's see what happens after this economic calculation. I think this save is done. You know, of all the years that I have ever played GPS, this is the second time I've ever had the NAND bug. Ever. I've genuinely never, ever come across the NAND bug in all of the time I have ever played GPS. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to save this, and then we are going to... Yep, send a save to Eversim. Yep. We're going to call it Nan, and we are going to end the stream, and I'm going to send this over. But I'm telling you right now, of all of the years I have ever played this game, I've come across the Nan bug maybe 3 times. And that is the funniest thing about it, is that everyone else says, it's buggy, it's buggy, it's buggy. Third time. I've never come across it. So many times. In the entire time that I ever played GPS 4, Power and Revolution, never came across it. Ever. Stream more often, please. I'm gonna try to get a schedule going. I've been working at a new job and it's very like tiring. My off days are on Saturdays and Mondays. So what I can shoot for is like I'll try like Saturday mornings and then like Monday like around noontime. Yeah, I know I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks, so that's definitely me. If I'm totally honest, my girlfriend has been working from home and her desk is right behind me and she does phone calls. And so I can't necessarily stream while they're taking phone calls because for obvious reasons. So, but I'll move it to 1 week at least, and I'll try to get more videos out. It's just extremely difficult. So, let me go ahead and transition this over. We'll just end the stream. But thank you guys so much for watching this with me today. If you guys wanted to see more Geo-Political Simulator 5, if you want to see a Syria gameplay series, go ahead and let me know. It's okay, just like stream whenever you can. Saturday morning streams, yeah, I can shoot for Saturday mornings, just wake up a little bit earlier. But yeah, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it. I'll go ahead and send this Nan save over to the developers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. Thank you guys for participating.